Before I joined the fellowship, of course, I loved writing, and all writers in our own ways. You write stories in your head, you build them up, and then putting them to paper, that's where the problem starts. And what I've learned here is how to come out, create your baby, write it down. After doing all that, how do you edit your story? How do you tell your story and make it different from other stories?
After applying, I wanted so bad to qualify. But then I was like, is it about money? Because if it was about any penny, maybe I wouldn't be here.
Nicole has shown us, like, when we are describing actions, we have to go into details.
I've learned how to make a character interesting and how the audience can fall in love with the character.
I've learned confidence. Michael Bay can come to me and is like, hey, and I'm like, hey, you're Michael Bay and Musi Freed, we're all writers. You do your stuff, I do my stuff. I can be as good as you.
I thought pitching was something done by only producers and directors, something like that. Until I joined this fellowship and you as a screenwriter, you have to really pitch your baby. I was like, oh, okay. At least now I can do that. So thank you very much, guys.
As a screenwriter, what are you taking home?
Being able to write more stories, because from this workshop we have come up with different stories which even we never had or never thought of. But from this experience, we have got the opportunities to come with different stories to build. That means more scripts to write.
Myself, I think I'm taking a lot of hope back home.
I want the world to have a lot of screenwriters, because this is therapy. Screenwriting is therapy itself. You write out what you're feeling, what you're going through. Okay, so we need to cure people, and the only way I can say how we cure them is through screenwriting.
I'm so excited for the landscape of film in Uganda, in Africa, in the world, because these are not just Ugandan filmmakers. These are filmmakers. They belong to the global fellowship of storytellers, and I can see them. They're ready.
Hello everyone, how are you?
Good.
Hello.
Welcome to the Film Possible podcast. I would like to thank our mentor Nicole and Bad Mama Jama for providing this opportunity.
You're welcome.
To allow us to use your space, your knowledge, your money, your experience, and everything. Appreciate. My name is Ali, and I'm a filmmaker and also founder of Film Possible.
Hey. My name is Nicole Magabo Chigundu, and I am a filmmaker, a writer, director, and a producer. But overall, I am a storyteller. And welcome to Bad Mama Jama.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Musa Mayanja, screenwriter and a proud participant in this Film Possible screenwriting fellowship or workshop. That qualifies me as an alumni, right? All right, so thank you. Nice being here.
Hello everyone. I'm Freddie Musilutaya, screenwriter, poet, and storyteller. Things concerning getting it out of the brain. So I'm loving this so much.
Hello everyone. I'm Kate Nafuna. I'm a screenwriter, and I'm happy to be a participant here in this mentorship class.
Hello everyone, my name is Simali Stacey Ivy. I'm a screenwriter and I love telling stories. Basically, I love everything art. So I'm an artist.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know. So we'll start with our expectation. I would like to know, what were your expectations before starting this whole mentorship class about screenwriting? First, I will want to hear Nicole, because she's our mentor, what she expected from this whole mentorship class.
My expectation was that I would get to hang out with a bunch of screenwriters who are in different stages of their career, and we would talk about what makes a screenplay tick, but also what makes their stories tick, I thought we would be 10 people, and the number has gradually reduced over the weeks. That doesn't need to mean that the other people dropped out because it was too hard, but it just means that it has become such an intimate group of people, and we're 4 here, but there have been 6 students. So I'm really thankful to for this opportunity to meet you all. I've learned so much about you. I've learned about human beings. I've learned about myself. That I love this so much. I love hanging out with other people and talking about screenwriting because it's so difficult.
Yeah, my expectations. Before I joined, I loved, of course, writing, but I really struggled with finishing something I've started. And then I always felt I was alone. I didn't know any other screenwriter. I didn't know what really to follow when doing a script or writing one. So I expected to meet a family of sorts in screenwriting, some people that shared my vision. And when I did, trust me, I'm very, very, very happy and so glad I'm here.
I applied. And after applying, I wanted so bad to qualify. But then I was like, is it about money? Because if it was about any penny, maybe I wouldn't be here. So I applied, and first of all, I was expecting to get a call like this whatever first intake is like 300 or 4M. But I was so surprised. I was just called and let's meet at Caveries. Everything is catered for, the eats. So I was like relieved. And from that day, I was like, maybe I'm given a chance to show what I am and meet another family. So I met up with all of you. You became more than friends to me because we are now a family, and I've learned a lot.
Before coming here, I'd been writing scripts as a screenwriter, but just out of passion and interest. So when I saw this open call, I said, let me apply, because I used to look for opportunities around the place where I can get like mentors and professionals to guide me through the writing process, but I never saw any. So when I came across this opportunity, I had to apply because I was looking forward to getting introduced to different kind of mentors who can help me grow professionally, who can guide me on the right way on how to write a script and what is needed and expected of characters and everything that entails a script and storytelling. So from this program, I've been able to realize most of my expectations, and I am happy for that. I look forward to learning more.
My expectations were to come, learn something, and leave, but things were different because, like, we started to bond with the participants and our mentor, Nicole, and it was really nice, and yeah, I liked that.
Okay, so still, Stacey, let's start from this side. I would like to know, what has been your experience? What have you learned during this workshop?
From the workshop, I've learned a lot. Like, as a writer, I never used to go so much into details, but Nicole has shown us, like, when we are describing actions, we have to go into details and tell how a person has done something, and we have to show and not tell as we write.
I've learned quite a lot from the workshop and from Nicole, our mentor. The first thing I've learned is how to make your story interesting and to make your characters interesting. Before, I used to just write my stories plain and to make the characters also boring, like to bring out what I'm talking about. But I've learned how to make a character interesting and how the audience can fall in love with the character. Then the second thing I've also learned is how to make use of descriptions during writing of the actions. Before, I used to write them just in a normal way, like any other person writing like a novel, an article. But I've learned how to describe the action words properly and professionally.
I've learned a lot from this fellowship. First of all, I was told that everyone has fears in him or her. So fear is part of us. So if you don't have fear, then maybe you're not a human being. So then you have fear, then what do you get out of it? So fear, then I've learned confidence. That's second of all, because this other was here and I'm like, Michael Bay can come to me and it's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, you're Michael Bay, I'm Musoke, we're all writers. You do your stuff, I do my stuff. I can be as good as you. I don't need to do what you've done. Yeah, confidence. I've learned pitching. In fact, the first time I heard about the word pitching was someone came with some stuff like, they teach pitching, and I was like, what is pitching? But in this fellowship, I learned how to pitch, how to tell out what my story is about.
Yeah, personally, before I joined the fellowship, of course, I loved writing, and we all writers in our own ways. You write stories in your head, you build them up, and then putting them to paper, that's where the problem starts. And what I've learned here is how to come out, create your baby, write it down. After doing all that, how do you edit your story? How do you tell your story and make it different from other stories told? Because literally there's nothing new in this world. Whatever you're telling, somebody told it. How do you tell it better? How do you tell it in your own way? So at least I've learned to deal with that and finish it. And then again, to rely on others, because one thing complacent about us as humans, we hate doing research, we hate reading. So when through the process as I've been here, I've been able to know that at least you're supposed to read other people's work, love their work, even if you don't love it, at least read it, and then that way you connect that rapport so that they can also read your work, guide you through it. Before you make that final draft, make sure that you do the work itself. So we literally think writing is the work, but research is also work. Reading other people's work is also part of the job. So I've learned what it takes to be a professional screenwriter from the baby writer I was. Right now I can't say I'm a screenwriter. I can pitch. Yeah, personally I love talking, but I fear talking to people in front, like standing and talking to people. But I've really learned on how to deal with that, and Nicole, don't look at me like that. Yeah, I can really stand up and talk to anybody, and pitch my idea. I thought pitching was something done by only producers and directors, something like that. Until I joined this fellowship and you as a screenwriter, you have to really pitch your baby. I was like, oh, okay. At least now I can do that. So thank you very much, guys.
Nicole, do you have anything to say about this experience from the participant or yourself? What has been your experience?
I have revisited a lot of skills and tools that I was also taught, and by sharing it with this group of people, I relearned it, and I think I'm a better screenwriter after being exposed and feeling privileged to hear the amazing different stories that each and every one of these people have. I'm so excited for the landscape of film in Uganda, in Africa, in the world, because these are not just Ugandan filmmakers. These are filmmakers. They belong to the global fellowship of storytellers, and I can see them. They are ready to join or rejoin, after brushing up the skills, as am I. I can't wait to go back to my script also and face it. I feel stronger having been surrounded by all of these wonderful people.
Oh, that's amazing. So, Musa, in one word, how could you describe your experience?
In one word, I would say magnifique.
Masterpiece.
Exciting.
Awesome.
I would say we are going out into the world after this workshop. As a screenwriter, what are you taking home?
What I'm going to take back home into the world is more stories, I think. Because after sitting here and discussing with everyone, I think I could tell stories to people in a very good way that they can relate to.
After this workshop, Outside there, I'll be able to pitch my projects because from this mentorship class, we have been able to come up with the different ways of pitching your projects or scripts or babies professionally from Nicole, what to say and what not to say. Then the second thing is being able to write more stories because from this workshop, we have come up with different stories, which even we never had or never thought of. But from this experience, we have got the opportunities to come with different stories to build. That means more scripts to write.
Myself, I think I'm taking a lot of hope back home because I have a lot of colleagues down there. We've been doing stuff, but we're all in the same circle. We rotate around the same circle. But all I believe what I've got from here is like a message you've transferred through me, Mr. Ali and Nicole. So when I get down there, confident, I can tell you that this is not how it's done. If you can do it this way. So I think from what I've learned here, the outside world where we stay, it's going to benefit a lot because I know I can mentor someone, somewhere, somehow, from what I've got from here. So I'm an ambassador out there.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, what I can say I'm taking out there is I came here as Musa Mayanja, aspiring writer. I'm going out there as a screenwriter, a future filmmaker, director, producer. That will be discussed, but I have passion. So literally taking that screenwriter, a professional screenwriter that has been mentored and has learned a lot. So whoever I meet and we share passion, trust me, I know how to deal with them now.
Okay, so for future purposes, what would you like us to change in this whole structure or in the way the workshop has been conducted?
That's a tricky one. Since this is the beginning, I didn't expect heaven, okay? But when it comes to knowledge, sharing knowledge that I received, 100%. So next time, I'm not sure of the criteria because I know how I applied, how I got in here. So I don't know if the criteria is going to change, but we need more screenwriters. So next time, I don't know if the time frame was short or something. I need to see more people so that I want the world to have a lot of screenwriters because people, this is therapy. Screenwriting is therapy itself. Mm-hmm. You write out what you're feeling, what you're going through. Okay, so we need to cure people. And the only way I can say how we cure them is through screenwriting.
Personally, first of all, I loved everything from the start, the Zoom part, and now the physical part. I won't say anything about the food because it was very nice. What could do for now, I think I'm contented. I liked everything. For now, I think we're good to go. We can still go like this.
We have had a good time here. You facilitated us. I was not expecting anything, but thank you for the facilitation, both lunch and transport. And for our mentor, Nicole, thank you for your time. So what you can change, I think, is maybe, I don't know, because you're limited by time. Like we have had Nicole. She has been good, yes, but like maybe next time you can have like 2 mentors for the class. We have had one, but you can like introduce and we have different opinions from different people.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll put that into consideration.
I feel like everything was perfect. Maybe more breaks, maybe. Not sure, like fun breaks.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Nicole, do you have any question, anything to add on or suggest?
I think next time, if there is a way, if I was a emerging screenwriter applying for an opportunity like this, take us away, take us to Ginger, take us to Entebbe. Let's stay there for a week so we start and finish, and we can go into the night, we can watch films, then meet the next morning, do some yoga, meditate as a group, and also still be paid. So It would be good. I think from for as a mentor, yes, I'm so glad to have spent this time with everybody, but because it ends in the afternoon, then I go to my other responsibilities. So it's like my life is divided, but something so precious like this deserves undivided attention, I think.
Okay, thank you so much.
Take us to Mauritius.
we will. Let's talk to our funders. Yeah. So does anyone has any conclusion or anything they would like to say as we wind up this podcast?
As we were starting, you told us something like, in the end, we'll have to do from the class 1 or 2 short movies. But we were having a discussion here yesterday. Maybe we all forgot, was it 1, was it 2? So if you can clarify on us about that short movie.
Yeah, Nicole, do you want to go first?
It's going to be 1 short movie that will be developed throughout the Film Possible workshops. But me and you guys, 4 of you, not anyone who's not here, have an understanding about your mystery films. That when you're ready, and the deadline is October 31st. If yours is in, I will consider it. And no, not consider, I will. My job is to look for money to make all your 4 mystery shorts. But that's separate from Film Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So I would also like to add on, so in the near future, we hope that we can provide more opportunities for you for writing opportunities. We are creating a digital platform for African content. So sharpen those skills. Anytime I might call you for, what is it called? Paid work? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Paid work for commissioned work for screenwriting. Mm-hmm. So don't go back and sleep. Make your samples. Be ready. Mm. Anytime we call, we want you. Do you have something? Don't wait for the opportunity to come. Always be ready. So if I call you and I ask you, do you have an opportunity or do you have a script or a sample that I can read, immediately pitch to me on the phone. 1 minute. Mm-hmm. Be ready every time so that you don't miss an opportunity or don't wait for an opportunity to get ready.
One of my mentors, he always advocates for 3. Every screenwriter needs to be working on 3 projects at a given time, which we discussed already. You know, if Ali calls you and says, hey, what are you working on? You pitch yours. Then he's like, oh, okay, are you working on anything else? What else do you have? That is the number 1 question you will receive in meetings. What else do you have? So make sure after this session, you take a day to reflect, or maybe 2 or 3, whatever is good for you. Reflect on what you've learned. It's a bubble. We're in a bubble right now. The outside world does not exist at this moment. But you're going back. Then you're going to think of your economic needs, your responsibilities, family, all of that. It will be overwhelming. But remember, you're writers. You have to make time for your craft. You have to make time. I don't want to scare you guys that the outside world is bad. It's bad and good. Just like the pandemic came and shocked us. Remember that life is going to move. Life is going to move at a very fast pace. So you have to find the time to dedicate to yourself. Take care of your body, your mind, your spirit. Yeah. And then you remember to journal, remember to do your artist dates, take care of yourselves. And I appreciate what you said, Freddie, that you'll go out there and be an ambassador and mentor other people. Definitely, guys, you've learned stuff that you can mentor others as well. So thank you so much for being a part of this. What message do you guys have for screenwriters out there or baby screenwriters out there? What would you tell someone who is listening? Maybe they're at home. Maybe they're thinking, I don't know, it looks so hard. Where should they start? What's your message?
I think they should not give up. Like, everything is all about persistence. They should stay persistent and keep writing. Definitely they'll get there. as long as they don't stop trying.
The advice I can give them is they should look out for opportunities like these ones where they can meet like-minded people, where they do the same things and grow in their career.
All you need is all you have. You have everything with you there. Okay, don't have Nicole and Ali there, but you have everything with you. What I learned about writing, I think it's the core thing is in you. Just to learn formats and how to make it more better. But it's okay in Uganda. It's okay in Rute. So it is okay. Just that if you hear any opportunity, just go for it. Try to think outside the box, challenge yourself, but you're a good writer.
Okay, something small I can add is, if you're an emerging writer, be ready. Opportunities come to those that are ready. Keep writing, share your work, make sure people read your work. That's the only way you can, have a better draft. That's the thing, I would say. Share your work, let people read it. Don't stop. I know we have barriers, we have issues, personal problems. Those will always come. Nothing is perfect. However, don't give up. Read, research. That's the thing. And then after you're done with research, write. Okay? Follow all the steps that you have to take. Read online. Go online and read what a screenwriter should do. If you're not in position to get into such workshops, at least go online, read. Don't go on Instagram just to pause. Look for people that share your ideal.
Nicole, what is the last word you giving to your participants?
Read as many screenplays as you can, watch as much as you can, film, TV, shorts, features, indies, studio work. Like Musa said, connect amongst yourselves, keep that community and network, share your screenplays with one another. We'll try and share, maybe if there are opportunities for us to meet again, but make sure that you keep in touch with your core peers here. Good luck, and see you in a writer's room somewhere, or keep us updated as well. If you get work, let us know how the journey is going. Okay. Hang in there. There are rough times and then there are great times. It's a cycle of life. So yeah, but keep us updated. Make your own group, only just as screenwriters. Remove us, the mentors. Remove Vincent, and discuss amongst yourselves.
Okay. One last word I would say is keep investing in yourself. Yeah. Keep learning. This is not the end, neither the beginning. It's a process. So keep learning, look for knowledge. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for making time. Hope to see you soon. Keep writing, keep writing, keep writing.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.